Welcome to Klepper's Corner, the only news show where we're pretty sure we've seen the future, and it looks a lot like a confused goose in a red tie. That's right, it's another week in Trump Merica, where the news isn't about Trump, it is Trump. This is the man who wakes up every day, looks at the Constitution and says, "Cute rough draft, needs more me." Segment 1, Elon and the art of the feud. So the bromance is officially dead. Trump and Elon Musk are feuding harder than divorced billionaires arguing over who gets custody of the launch pads. What started as mutual admiration, you build rockets, I build walls, we're both failing upwards, has devolved into a catfight over a tax and spending bill. Trump wants to kill an electric vehicle tax credit, and Elon's stock dropped faster than Trump's truth rating. Tesla lost $150 billion in market value. That's right, Trump sneezed and Elon lost more money than the GDP of Slovakia. And when asked if he'd talked to Elon about it, Trump said, "I'm not even thinking about Elon." Classic Trump, like saying, "I'm not thinking about my ex while building a gold statue of her in your front yard." Elon offered peace. Trump threatened to cancel SpaceX's federal contracts. It's like watching two Bond villains argue over who gets to laser the moon first. Segment 2, National Guard or National Gag. Trump sent 2,000 National Guard troops to Los Angeles without being asked. Just parachuted them in like surprise guests on a reality show no one asked to reboot. Protests over immigration raids had escalated, so Trump responded like he always does, with a show of force and zero empathy. Governor Gavin Newsom was furious, LA Mayor Karen Bass was confused, and a guy in Echo Park thought it was Coachella for fascists. Democrats compared it to Trump doing nothing on January 6th, which is ironic. Back then, he just sat back and watched the insurrection like it was the Macy's parade, and this time he's personally delivering the balloons. Oh, and Marines were put on standby, because when you want to de-escalate a protest, obviously the answer is to bring the Marines. It's like bringing a bazooka to a drum circle. Segment 3, Muslim ban 2.0. This time, it's personal. Trump's new travel ban went into effect. 12 countries banned, 7 more restricted. If you're wondering what year it is, so are we. It's like 2017 came back wearing a bad disguise. The ban covers mostly Middle Eastern and African nations, which means it's basically the don't let in anyone who's ever eaten real spice act. Trump justified it by citing a recent bombing in Colorado, because clearly the solution to a domestic problem is blocking people who live thousands of miles away. That's like blaming Canada for Florida. Legal challenges are already lining up, but Trump's team thinks this one is bulletproof. Of course, Trump also thought Sharpies were legally binding. Segment 4, DEI, more like don't even imagine. In California, a federal judge blocked Trump's latest executive orders that tried to cut funding for organizations supporting DEI and trans rights. Trump basically told grant recipients, if you want to keep that money, pretend the LGBTQ plus community doesn't exist. Because nothing screams land of the free like extortion with extra steps. Judge John Tiger wasn't having it. He ruled that forcing organizations to censor themselves in exchange for money is unconstitutional. Which is weird because I could have sworn the Constitution now just read, "In Trump we trust." This is just one of many orders Trump signed this year targeting DEI and trans programs. It's like he's running a speed run of discrimination. Next up, Trump bans the rainbow. Segment 5, one big, beautiful, hot mess. Trump's enormous one big beautiful bill is stuck in the Senate. It's got everything. Tax cuts for billionaires, Medicaid cuts for the poor, work requirements for people who already have 3 jobs. It's basically a Netflix thriller written by Ayn Rand. Senate Republicans are scrambling. Some say it's too cruel. Others say it's not cruel enough. And then there's J.D. Vance, who just wants to know if the bill includes more Diet Mountain Dew. The bill barely passed the House, and now the Senate is being asked to do the political equivalent of tightrope walking over a lava pit filled with ethics. Trump wants it signed by July 4th because nothing says freedom like cutting food assistance for families right before the fireworks. That's it for this week in Trump Merica, where the president isn't just in the news, he is the news. From feuds with billionaires to military cosplay on American soil to banning travel like he's DJing for Border Patrol. One thing's clear, Trump doesn't follow the news cycle, he is the news cycle. Tune in next week for more freedom-flavored fascism, where liberty is optional and facts are strictly on a need-to-know basis. And remember, if you're not watching, you're probably just living in reality. Good night, Trump Merica.
selling your furniture just to buy some stew. Yeah! Ooh, ah, what happened to that? Ooh, I did that. Well, I did that. Groceries high as a cat in a hat. You thought I'd save your cash, but now your bank account is trash. Oh, I did that. You did that. Oh, no. Remember when I told you gas will be so cheap? Now you're crying at the station, filling up ain't neat. A carton of eggs, forget about those. Better start investing in some backyard crows. Get a chicken, ooh, ah. We blame the Fed, blame the Dems, blame the media too. Blame Hunter, blame windmills, what else can I do? I take no responsibility, that ain't my style. Now let's all pretend this didn't happen for a while. Call, get a chicken. Ooh, ah. Well, I did that. Economy's flat like a popped air match. You thought I'd bring relief, now you're cutting coupons like a thief. Oh, I did that. Yeah, he did that. Ooh, ah. Listen, folks, listen. I never said prices would drop. I just said eventually, maybe by 2053. And hey, windmills, folks, you know they're to blame, right? Windmills and Nancy Pelosi. That means he ain't got one. Ooh, ah. Listen, folks, listen. I never said prices would drop. I just said eventually, maybe by 2053. And hey, windmills, folks, you know they're to blame, right? Windmills and Nancy Pelosi. So if you're feeling hopeless, if your wallet is tight, just re-elect me, baby, and I'll make things right. Sure, last time I failed, but let's not dwell, 'cause this time my plan is, that means he ain't got one. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Some say it's the markets, some say it's a trend. I say just trust me, 'cause I'm your best friend. Forget all the past, ignore all the facts. Let's all pretend that I never said that. La 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 la, don't check the tape.